And welcome back to Dragon Age 2, class. This is our mage playthrough. Let's hop right into it with no further ado.
Would it help if I said you were my favorite uncle?
It'd make me feel better, but that's about it.
Oh, screw
I
that.
was hoping to grease some palms, but the Knight Commander's been cracking down. We're gonna need more grease.
What about the estate? Surely Father left something when he died?
Gambled away, calling it.
Right, about the estate. It's, gone. To settle a debt. I've been meaning to write you.
Then there's no hope.
Not quite. I know some people who might help. If you're not too delicate about the company you keep.
I am not going to be a prostitute. That's not going to happen.
Mother said our family was wealthy. You really can't help us?
I am blighted helping. I've got 2 offers of work from people who've got the coin to open those gates.
I still can't believe you sold the estate. Gamlin, how could you?
Gambling.
Well, I didn't expect your blasted family to show up on my doorstep. I've got a nice place in Lowtown. You'll see, it'll work out.
It'll work out in Lowtown.
Do we need to stay in Kirkwall? Let's go to another city.
This was my home. I can't believe they won't let me come back.
Every city on the coast's been hip-deep in Ferelden since the Blight. You could try your luck further inland, I suppose, but it won't be easy.
We're not putting Mother through that. We came here. We're staying here.
Christ, fine, Carver.
Let's hear it, Uncle. What do you have in mind?
I talked to my contacts, and I found some people who might be willing to pay your way into the city. The catch is, you and your brother will have to work off the debt. For a year.
A year?
And that's the entire
It's
game.
the best I could do. Trust me when I say a bunch of refugees won't get a better option anywhere else.
I'm sure we'll be free and clear before we know it.
I managed to convince my contacts to come to the gallows to meet you personally.
Yeah,
Mirren
sounds nice.
heads up the mercenary company, the Red Iron. They're looking for recruits.
Okay.
Fenril, I guess you might call her a smuggler. Either one of them can help you. All you need to do is find them in the courtyard and convince them you're worth the trouble.
So, I actually checked my my game handbook, and this symbol means that these options are mutually exclusive. This means that you delegate the decision to an NPC, and that Sheriff Star thing was a special option based on prior actions, so we should have gone with that, but we'll know that for next time. So, mercenary or smuggler? By the time I'd throw this open to a vote to my viewers, but we're going to have to move right along. And I am going to go with the smugglers. Yeah.
How dangerous is this smuggler's work?
Oh, I hope that was a good
Well, it will
decision.
be pretty working for her. She's a pretty small fish compared to some of the other thieves' guilds around here.
Oh.
But she's tough, she's fair, and she never deals in slaves or flesh.
Okay.
What kind of man is this Mirren?
He's a hired sword. What do you expect him to be like? I wouldn't bring him home for dinner or anything, but he's got a decent reputation. I wouldn't have asked him if I thought he'd cross you.
Alright. Well, my relationship with Carver's not very good, so I'm going to delegate this to him.
What do you think about this, Carver?
What can I say? Better here than nowhere.
Thanks. You're a real help, Carver.
Let's find them and see what they have to say.
Oh, Gamlin, I don't know about this.
It's a lot of coin, Leandra. Don't go expecting our name to carry the kind of weight it used to.
Thanks, you're gambling ass.
I will not allow others to incur debts on my behalf.
Can't see that it makes a difference. You look like a lady who can pull her own weight.
And how?
Then you'll come with us.
I have no real option. Thank you.
Even if she doesn't much like me. After I euthanized her husband. in the last episode. So let's see. We're gonna run around and look for the people to talk to, because this is the mercenary.
Mirren.
Huh. So you're Hawk, the nephew.
One of the Hawks, yeah.
Your uncle talked up a storm about you. He better not be blowing more smoke out his ass.
I am certain that he is blowing, like, copious amounts of smoke out his ass, but let's see what's going on.
I'd like to know more about you first.
Uh-huh.
Right. You're not a marcher like your uncle.
I prefer to drive.
The Red Iron is
ride.
well known in these parts. We pick who we work for and keep our noses clean. But anyone screws with us, we mess them up. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All I know is if we join the company, I'm going to start talking like that.
Got a lot of money.
Getting us into the city will take a lot of coin.
Did I mention the Red Iron gets paid pretty well?
This is tempting.
Not to mention your uncle said you were a mage. We're willing to pay for that.
Really?
I didn't realize Gamlen told you that.
You stick with us. You'll be safe. For a year, at least.
Okay, okay. How do you know Gamlen?
My uncle doesn't seem the sort to hang out with mercenaries.
He doesn't.
I bet not.
Gamlen cheated one of my men at a wallet match.
Oh my god.
You turn out, we'll call it even.
So we're just paying our uncle's debts here. We're not even... Christ. You know what, will I be able to come back?
I'll find some other way into the city.
Let me know how that works out for you.
I hope I didn't... Oh, he's still there. Okay, good. I want to, you know, check my options before I make a decision. Oh, these guys are still dead. His body just melted. I guess he was a Jedi? I don't know. Alright, let's go find this smuggler. What's going on here? Merchant.
I've already told you, I can't give you any more for them.
But that was everything we have. It's all we brought with us.
You got ripped off, no
I feel for you,
doubt.
Sirrah, but it's the best I can do.
If they just let us into the city, I could get 3 times that price.
Myron?
Uh-oh. He's getting swindled.
Your business is done.
But...
Now then, what can I do for you, Sirrah?
Let's find out what you're doing to her first.
I didn't think there'd be any stores here in the fortress.
There are many merchants who come here right now who can't afford the bribes to enter the city.
Yep.
So the Templars suggested having someone set up shop, temporarily. And I am the lucky man.
Lucky indeed, sir.
You mean you paid your own bribes to be here?
If they allowed everyone to set up shop, this place would turn into a bazaar.
That would be awful.
Sadly, there's only so much I can do for those Fereldans. Poor sods.
You know, I'm
sure you're
one of
very
them.
broken up over it.
Oh,
I
snap.
meant you. Folks like yourself.
Smooth.
She didn't seem very happy with the deal you made.
What am I supposed to do? Buy every piece of furniture these people dragged with them?
You mean people like us?
Of course. My apologies. My point is that I'm running a business, not a charitable order. I'm sorry.
I imagine the profits help with the guilt.
I'll bet.
I didn't think there'd be any
Okay,
stores
we already
here
did
in the
that.
fortress.
There are many. So the Templars suggested having someone set
Alright,
up shop.
let's get out of here.
Temporarily.
I don't need anything.
As you wish,
Not
Sirrah.
from a jerk like that. Alright, let's go find the smuggler, and we're gonna make our choice. There she is, Athenril. Oh, she's an elf.
Are you a Fenril?
Sorry, a Fenril.
He must be Gamlen's nephew. Interesting. I don't know what he told you about us, but he certainly told us a great deal about you.
How much exactly?
Enough to pique our interest.
doesn't seem to have
provided we can
shoulders.
justify your uncle's confidence.
I'd like to know more about what we'd be doing for you.
I can be honest. We don't compete with the Thieves Guild, but we keep our fingers in a lot of
I'll
pies.
bet you do.
That said, we're not killers or slavers. Anything short of that, however, is fair game.
Okay.
Do what you want, but this sounds fishy to me.
Begging and taking your pick never went hand in hand.
Yeah, Evelyn.
I hear getting us into the city isn't cheap.
If you're as good as your uncle claims, we're hoping you'll be worth it. After all, it's not every day we're offered an apostate's services.
Christ, Gamlin, keep your fat mouth shut.
Does everyone know about us?
If the circle hasn't descended upon you, my guess is no.
Fair enough.
The Templars in Kirkwall like to think they have all mages properly leashed, but when has that ever been true? We can keep them from taking notice while you're with us. Wouldn't be the first time.
Okay. So we can get protection from the Templars from either the smugglers or the mercenaries.
How did you get to be one of my uncle's contacts?
Is that what he calls me? He owes us after that last big idea.
Christ.
If you turn out, though, we'll consider things even.
Seriously? You know what? I'm gonna go with the smugglers.
Tell me what you need done.
Seriously, she has no
There's
shoulders.
a merchant named Cavril, friend of the Templars. So they let him set up his little shop here in the
Yeah, I met him.
galleys. We supplied him in return for a piece of the take, but now he
Oh,
won't
do I
pay
get to
up.
beat his face?
We can't go near him without him screaming for the guard. But you can. Get our money from him and you're in.
Alright. Let's go swindle the swindler. If we can.
Greetings once again, Sirrah. Have you come to trade?
Fenrir's sent me.
I believe you owe your business partners something.
Oh, I see.
Should I go tell the guards?
Not just yet. I want to hear this. So, Ethenril sent you to collect, did she? Too cowardly to do it herself.
Oh, I could ask him to bribe me. You need to pay what you owe. There's no need for violence. Aveline. We're all friends here, no? Let's try charm before force.
This has all just been a misunderstanding, hasn't it?
You think so?
I do. Don't you think business partners deserve a return on their
That's how
investment?
capitalism works.
Enough, enough. I'm tired of fighting over this. Here, take the key for the chest. That should be enough to pay that witch. Now I'm getting out of here. Let those guards find someone else to buy Dogland junk.
Excellent. You see, kids, violence is not always the answer. 2 gold.
What's that?
Wish I could keep that. Can I take these weapons he's left lying around? Of course not. Anything in here? No. Boxes? No. No, nothing there. Okay. Whatevs. Oh, can we help this poor woman? Nope. She's on her own. Okay then. So we got the money. Very cleverly. Now let's talk to Ethenril, or whatever her name was.
You could have given us something more challenging.
Will you look at that?
Will ya?
Tell your uncle we'll make the arrangements.
We're going on a boat? Hey! Nefarious. So I take it that was a sketchy action. So let's level up. And let's see. We got some magic there. Let's get some willpower. Confirm that. And what's that? Elemental weapons. The caster's staff channels its base elemental power across the entire party. Making weapons of allies give them additional elemental damage. Oh, that's fun. Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that. And what's this again? Arcane shield. This stuns people. I really want this, because remember when that ogre charged us in the first part of the game? We cast that and it just like slammed him down in the face. But we're going to get elemental weapons now. I like that a lot. Confirm that. And back. And we're out of time for this episode, but come back next time to see what we get into, what shenanigans we get up to with the smugglers. Until then, all the best.